is being SIG 63. I don't know. That might be a police term. I don't know. Look up the word SIG 63, Cape Coral police terms, and you might know what it means. I don't know. Caller is being SIG 63 by a woman. Female is requesting an apology. Female threatening to post a billboard all over Lee County. Female Feisty is her handle on TikTok. Officer notes are made contact with Gabrielle, advised her that freedom of speech exists on TikTok and to block the person who supposedly made this threat and to document any further contact.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The officer documented that freedom of speech is real. You heard that?
All appears 10-4.
All appears 10-4, good buddy.
This was on 2/19. This was also a Gabby call. It just says subject is harassing and threatening caller via social media. And then it says left a voicemail. Actually, let me tell you what it says. You might can figure it out and look it up. It says a subject harassing and threatening caller via social media. Then it says per S11 change to true call. I don't know what that means. And then it says left voicemail. Bitch, if it's an emergency, we need to be calling these folks back. Okay, this was also on 2/19. Damn. All right, so we had two on 2/17, and here's another one on 2/19. Okay, this is from the other person involved in the billboard incident, who seemed to have thought that if anyone played the call, they would release her information. I don't know. Anyways, it says on 2/19/2025, caller is the other party involved, is OCL on Ohio and would like to speak with an officer about original caller. Then it says caller wants to put a billboard due to social media beef. Advised it's within her rights. Anywho.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard it. You want me to play it again? If I do, I might rewind it too far. I was advised it was in my rights. And then this one right here, she's like, I wish I'd have known it sooner. Listen to her.
This is good to know.
Did you hear? She said, this is good to know.
This is good. I mean, you already know.
All them ones back there talking shit. All of you.
Wish I would have thought of that earlier.
Hey, baby.
But we're done moved on from that. You know what I'm saying? Bitch better have my monies. Okay, yes. Okay, so that was the other caller that called on 2/19. Here's another one, a third call on 2/19. Caller is from...
Hanging thing.
Oh, well, let me finish. I got like 45 minutes.
I'm not sure who it's from. Caller, okay, it's from Gabby. Caller's being harassed and threatened by a known subject who wants to discuss her rights and options. Earlier called in this call from officer.
I love you.
I love you too, babe. We're listening to these.
And then the officer notes this made contact. Caller gave advice to the best of my knowledge. Damn, bitch, 15 of these is freaking crazy. Okay, this is on 2/21. This is kind of a lengthy one compared to the other ones. Okay, this is one that somebody called in. 2/21/25. Caller is calling for a female that lives at this address who was on TikTok Live. Caller follows the female, and female said that she was on TikTok Live. Higher than the clouds. That's the word. Well, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't have to. Never mind. She was on TikTok Live high and knows. You guys, I thought I was on TikTok for a minute.
I don't think. I don't know. You don't have to pay for them. They're free.
Okay, let me just start over. Fuck it.
It's public record.
2/21/2025. Caller is calling for a female that lives at this address who was on TikTok Live. Caller follows the female and said that she was on TikTok Live high and
I gotta pause it for a minute because I don't like talking over this stuff. You talking about this week is killing you, girl. I'm in here trying to unpack and listen to this stuff. I had to screen it before I played it to make sure I'm not doxing nothing over here. This shit has been wild.
The female has to pick her.
Husband.
Her son is.
My husband's trying to come in here and hang my Longhorn up. My best friend's grabbing a box.
But I'm going with it. Her son up at 2 or 2:30 and is worried for the safety of the child.
I let you in, Melina. Where you at? Come back.
For the safety of the child and other drivers on the road. Caller states she also wanted to call DFAX. Caller asked if she knew where the female was on live, and she said she was in the UNK vehicle in a plot that she thinks was McDonald's. Stop. Okay, let me do this again. Stop. Alright, for real, we gotta be serious. Caller stated that she also wanted to call defense. Caller asked if she knew where the female was on live, and she said she was in the UNK vehicle in a plot that she thinks was at McDonald's, but didn't know for sure and doesn't know what school the kid goes to. Okay. CP is scared to leave her name and number because she said the female is crazy and is known for taking people to court. I'm not. CP reference to give blank. I'm not gonna say the state because she might have figured that out. Caller tried to explain the OFC. What the? Hold on, you guys. We got to think about police terms here.
I think
CT.
I think OFC is officer.
Taker. CT, call taker tried to explain the OFC won't tell her who the OFC official bitch. Anyway, somebody probably in management. The OFC won't tell her who is on call on her, and she did not feel safe to do so. Stated she didn't want to call back from the OFC either. The official officer. Yeah, it's officer. Duh. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Dumbasses. You're no, not me. Anyways, moving on. I tried to tell y'all. Look, if you want me to, he's not making fun of the way that I talk. Well, no, sir, officer. Okay. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. They gave female is currently not home as far as we know. This is pretty funny. No, I guess they went to the door. Well, if she's on TikTok Live in McDonald's parking lot, why would y'all go to her house?
As for the delivery that was made to her house today, if she had a problem with it, she would report it to the police department. Able to call or verify the identity of the woman referenced in the TikTok video / post. I don't know, but that's pretty funny. Okay. And now we made it to March 13th, 2025. This was kind of leaky too. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be a Gabby call. Oh, this is when Darlene, I think this might be when Darlene went to her house. Let me see. Okay, 3/14/2025. Per caller, female on live on TikTok, threatening 666, which, if I was, a bad woman, I bet that would mean some sort of threat to harm yourself or somebody else in police code terms. Anyway, threatening SIG 66. Jeep Liberty in the driveway. I'm not going to tell y'all what color. Well, we already know. Okay, silver in color. Left side. Okay, this might not be Gabby. Hold on. Left side of the duplex. Per caller, Addie is plastered on the internet. Okay, I don't think this is Gabby. I think that this might be Darlene. Caller, PD has been there before because of the things she's done online. Okay, this is Darlene. This is not, I made a mistake. This is not Gabby. Go. Let's start over. Caller's upset. Caller female live on TikTok, threatening 666. Jeep Liberty in the driveway, possibly silver in color, left side of the duplex. Caller said Addie is plastered all over the internet because they probably asked her how she had the address. Caller, police has been there before because of the things she's done on live. Female stated in the video she wanted her keys to her vehicle so she didn't go for a drive into the ocean. Okay, maybe this wasn't Darlene. I don't know. Maybe we haven't got there yet. I don't really remember this. I mean, I remember this, but I don't remember. I can just know Darlene might have been more recent. Anyways, caller lives somewhere. I'm not going to say that. Just come across the video on TikTok. Another caller referenced the same. And then it says 4113 can 22 not 66 threat. I don't know what the fuck that means. Suicide threat.
Bradley, Gabrielle Jacobson. And then it says at the bottom, Gabrielle did not make any suicidal threats. Her fiance was next to her and confirmed she did not say anything. There is some things that is redacted on here, and since it's talking about self-harm, it's probably like saying that she was going to probably. Although, I mean, if you say you want your keys so you can drive your vehicle into the ocean, I think that they should have redacted that. But anyways, so moving on. So that happened there. Darlene, sorry, that might not have been you. Okay, on 3/28, okay, this is not a guy, this is someone else. Caller does not live in Florida. Saw on a TikTok live that female is giving, you guys, it's not me, I promise you. Once a check done on the family, it's police code term. I'll just tell you. Female handle is let them. Female's name Gabrielle Jacobson. Saw on TikTok that female is giving 3 YOA 56. Is that code term for a blowjob? I don't know. 3 YOA 56. That's what it says. Okay, but probably French, right? Females. Caller is worried for child safety. Wants to check down on the family. Okay, spoke with both parents. All is 10-4. Ongoing issues. Cyberbullying. Mom is TikTok famous. Receives multiple checks, welfare checks, and has an ongoing DCF case. Also working with Cape Coral Police Department detective concerning cyberbullying. All at this time appears 10-4. I don't know. No, it just said that they was worried. No, it didn't say. I wasn't saying the 3. No, don't anybody twist that. We're not going to twist those words. I was saying this caller. It doesn't say about it. It says caller is worried for the child's safety. I mean, if you saw that online, you might be worried about the child's safety as well. I didn't say the child was doing anything. I was just saying they was worried about the child's safety. Who knows? I don't know. Look it up. Somebody tell me what a 3 YOA 56 is. Okay. Anyways, moving on. This one's 4/7, so this was April. Okay, and this is gonna be not a Gabby one either. I'm not going to say the state. Caller is out of state. Saw a TikTok video taking place here in Cape Coral. Saw a child playing in the backyard. Subjects were dumping water out of a pool. Caller noticed what looked like an electrical cord was in the water. Tried reaching out through social media to the subject posting the video with no response. Looked subject up on white pages and found this possible address. Subjects were mom, Gabby Jacobson, dad Aaron Bradley. Child is redacted. Caller was concerned for the child's safety while playing in the water with a possible electric line running through it. And then it has several redacted lines. And the final thing says check backyard of location, and there were 2 inflatable pools filled halfway. There were no power cords inside the pools or surrounding the pool or home. Only a water hose putting water into the pool. I do beg to differ, though, sir. I think one time I'm pretty positive, if my memory serves me right, I did see an electrical cord at some point. But, anyways, apparently when they got there wasn't one. So the next day, the next day on 4/8, okay, this is also not going to be Gabby calling. Caller out of state, calling you reference to seeing a TikTok, states he just saw a live stream of a blank juvenile camera bathing blank unattended. Caller who has it on good authority that Gabrielle is out walking her dog while her child is in the tub alone. There are no cameras in the home showing the juvenile. Mother is Gabrielle Jacobson. Caller is concerned that it's redacted. I'm going to guess the son is not safe, or child is not safe and was left alone in the bathtub without adult supervision. Caller did confirm the camera was not showing the juvenile in the tub. The mother is streaming herself while supposedly leaving the child alone. And then the last detective note, or the last officer notes, his child was home safe with blank. It's redacted. Small word, don't know what it is. Child was safe. Child was home safe with blank father. Okay, bitch, that wasn't hard. That was child. They're trying to take all the parts about the child. I don't even know why they left the word child in there, to be honest. They redacted it in other places. Anyways, child was home safe with his father laying in bed watching a video. Mother was not home. All 10-4 at this time. Is she showing this Telegram group or no? Oh, I don't. Well, I mean, that would be weird. I don't think she's in here. Yeah, I think she's in her. I think she's in the other one. You're in the wrong one, bitch. You're in the wrong fucking grade. That's so funny. Okay. Moving on 411. I only got 2 more. Is it important? Like right now? I got 2 more. I can keep going on the road. Gabrielle J. Okay, this is on 4/11/2025. Let's see. Okay, Gabrielle Jefferson is being cyberbullied online. She's currently on TikTok Live talking about cyberbullying, and her boyfriend Aaron Bradley said he was going to go take care of everyone permanently. Okay, this was captured on her live stream. She shushed him. Caller wants to remain anonymous and wants a welfare check on Gabby and their 4-year-old child. Caller is concerned that if Aaron makes these threats on a public forum, he may hurt Gabrielle or their child. Caller is calling from out of state. Gabrielle is talking about having made cyberbullying report with CCPD and that there is a case being worked. Caller advised she was very triggered by watching the live stream. From what I could gather, the caller has no connection or relation to any of the parties she wants checked on. Unknown how she was able to provide the address. No signs of disturbance at this location. Then it says ongoing issue with couple who list this address. They are social media influencers and have issues with members of their audience. We're going to keep going, and we've got one more. I don't care. I don't care, bitch. So, whoever is doing it paid money to be here. 4/16/2025. Aaron Bradley. That's why I'm not showing the reports. Let's see. Aaron Bradley. Okay, let's see who made this. Females on. Okay, this wasn't her either. So this is going to be someone else making the call. Referred to Gabrielle. Female Gabrielle Jacobson. Aaron Bradley. 4-year-old child awake. Female was on TikTok Live talking about people cyberbullying her and recording her. Female is on live all day and all night and screams at her child nonstop. Was talking about why people unalive themselves, and she said it is not something she would do, but she understands why people do it. Then abruptly ended the live stream. Caller is concerned, knows her from watching TikTok, Googled her address. Then these are the officer notes. Ongoing situation between subject and her social media followers. All appears temporary at this time. Caller did not offer specific concerns and did not wish to be contacted by law enforcement. So that one wasn't her. That one wasn't her call. I think the last few. Let's see.
Oh, somebody gave her an interstellar. They're gonna have to throw a lot more than that to catch up. We'll find out. I'm just saying. They better get the tapping that screen over there.
So I'm gonna say.
You better get the tapping that screen over there.
Let's see how many she made out of these. I'm curious.
Is she watching me? Is this her seeking it out? Aww. Aww.
3.
Are you seeking it out, Gabby? It's fixing to get real juicy, girl.
5.
It's fixing to get juicy.
Okay, that's not her. That's her. That's not 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 her.
If y'all have proof that she's over here watching me, can you send it to me?
Send it to me. Gabby made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's about half and half. It's about a tie. Let me make sure. Double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So she's made 7 of these reports, and the other 8 has come from viewers. Not her on live. I'd love to see the body cam on a wait. That has been requested. No, I do agree. The call. I mean, yeah, I do. I think people calling for bullshit like billboards and shit. I think that. I heard someone in one of these calls And I, just don't have no beef. Don't really know this person specifically or whatever. I've seen her, on TikTok. But she references people obtaining audio of 911 recordings via FOIA request. And she's like requesting that her information not be put in with this call, and she's like, these people think it's a joke or something, but meanwhile she's calling about a fucking billboard.
My billboard was to spread awareness on her fuckery down there so her local community would know what she was doing. My billboard was not a joke. It wasn't a ha-ha matter.
Like, I didn't understand that. But anyways, that's just me. This is me. Let's play the, let's do this.
I tried to do it through Blip. I couldn't get Blip to do it.
I couldn't read the name people were from in here. We're sitting here at the middle finger, though. Oh. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna go to where I can't see the chat for a minute, so I can mute and unmute as needed. Do I have Telegram on here? Because I sent them all to myself to save them. Fuck. I think that's right. Hold on.
Karen better be careful over there. I've got it under good authority. She's under investigation too. What account she's supposedly going live on? Gabby, I hope you, because I know you're listening to me over here. I hope you realize just because you have Karen do your dirty work doesn't mean you won't be held accountable.
I'm so dumb. I'm such an idiot. That's not even the right number. You know what?
Just like somebody that drives somebody to the bank to rob the bank, just because they didn't go in the bank to rob it doesn't mean they won't be held accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? So you got Karen over here doing your dirty work for you because you think it's going to help you get out of shit. And it's really not. You can actually get in more trouble for being an accessory to a crime than you can for doing the crime yourself. I don't know.
No wonder I wasn't getting.
I didn't send Gabby shit.
Message code, but it wasn't me. Okay, wrong number. 236. Shout out to my friend who I took over her account because Darlene's ass wanted to kick me out of the fucking group way back in the day. She wanted to fucking kick me out of the group. And I said, I don't think so. I'm not going nowhere. And I told my friends, let me log into your account. And I just kind of took it over. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's basically mine now, But, okay, I'm in. Anyways, okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me while I'm just talking shit. Let's see. Where am I at?
She's not live yet.
Okay, here. Okay, yeah. Everyone got removed from Darlene's group. Everyone. Okay. All right.
I don't see Karen live. I'm on her.
I was invested. I'm not gonna lie. I was invested back then. Invested. You was not gonna remove me, bitch.
What's she show?
Okay, hold on. Let me mute this for just a second. I have to. By the way, I know you're welcome. I put these calls in. Is it called chronological? In chronological order, date wise.
They're gonna try to blame Brownie for it now.
I did not do these calls. Okay, they're all from 2025. I'm not putting them. I'm not matching them up. We're just gonna listen to them as they go. One might have happened before the other one. I don't know. You can figure that out with your brain. Hold on, I'm going to mute it so I can make sure it's not one with personally. I was just wondering if okay, this one's not. This one. Okay, this one's hurt.
Hey, hold on, y'all. We paused because I knew she was going to start raising hell. We can't say JJ's name in here without Storm going crazy. Watch this. Do it again, babe. Hey, JJ. You hear? That's Storm. Every time you holler for JJ. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Real truck.
park somewhere other than in the grass. Okay.
In Florida, got my inside. Is that something that they can do? I'm not sure, ma'am. What's it in reference to? So, basically, I'm getting threatened that I don't apologize for her. Like I'm public. Like I'm supposed to be a class or whatever. That I asked her about Friday whether she was posting out the board about me. But she was on live talking and stuff. I just asked her to stop. So I told her, and now she's threatening that I have until Friday to make a public apology. So she's posting a billboard on me for the Wake County people to hear. Shut up, Margo. Would you like me to have an officer meet with you in person or give you a...
I'm sorry, y'all. I am a animal-friendly home, and that is Edward. That's Edward being vocal. I'm so happy that I have my office on the top floor. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? There's a lot of movement in the house. Yeah. There's a lot of movement. He's pissy. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You can meet me in person, or they can meet me in person. I'll show them the screenshot. Okay, perfect. What's the address of where you are now? No, we're not going to tell that. Because y'all probably already know, but I'm trying to do my best, my due diligence, okay? I'm doing my due diligence. And I find the building, are you on the right or left? You can't even know all that. Okay. Okay, come on. So go. No, don't do that. Come on, go. Go ahead, go over there. Come on, dude, let's go. Come on, go. Let's just sell it. That's okay. And what's your first name, ma'am? Gabrielle. God dang, it's so cold. I feel like this is so embarrassing. It's okay, man. I'm going to get you in contact with the officers. That way we can get it taken care of.
Hold on, y'all. My bad. I was doing something. Hold on. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Hey, I just sent you a message in your Instagram DM. I need you to go check it, please.
I think we know who those people are, don't we?
I've never seen that person, so that's why I was saying that.
Hold on, let me send it to hold on. I mean, I don't care if people want to hear these damn calls, so it really doesn't bother me. I just, be demure. But now I just close that shit out, so I got to go back and find it. Damn it. Hold on.
You're good. I just wanted to let you know. That's all.
You're fine. I can't get too pissy about people streaming me when I stream her. So,
well, that's
what's up,
true.
Michelle?
Feisty.
Yeah.
It's TK. It's TK. We know her. Terry.
Oh.
Terry K. We know her.
I really,
It's all good. All good in the hood.
I gotta go back.
Hi, guys. Okay.
Hold on. I gotta get all the way back to this recording now. Hold on.
I just seen it pop up. That's why I said anything. Sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, you're good.
I'll just tell you. Female.
She's just bouncing around. So, all good.
Gabrielle J. Okay, this is on. Shoot. Oh. I'm so dumb. I'm such an idiot. That's not even the right number. No wonder I wasn't getting No wonder I wasn't getting. I don't know who's getting the message code, but it wasn't me. Okay, wrong number. 236. Shout out to my friend who I took over her account because Darlene's ass wanted to kick me out of the fucking group way back in the day. She wanted.
We don't heard this part.
And kick me out. You can meet me in person, or they can meet me in person. I'll show the screenshot.
Well, she just ended.
Okay, perfect.
I just went over there.
No, we're not going to tell that. Because y'all probably already know, but I'm trying to do my best, my due diligence, okay? I'm doing my due diligence. And I find sitting in the building, are you on the right or left? You can't even know all that. Okay.
We got like 35 minutes left of this recording.
Okay, Corn, come on. No, don't do that. Come on, go.
No, she's not accusing Brownie of being the one that actually sent anything to the house. And I'm not a friend of Brownie's, and Brownie isn't a friend of mine. But what she's doing is saying that Brownie is enticing this shit to happen. If Brownie would have never said she smelled like tuna and corn chips, nobody would have ever thought to send her tuna and corn chips. So she could sit over there and backtrack all she wants, but she literally started a whole ass investigation on Brownie, saying that she was inciting all of this harassment. She sent fucking law enforcement after her for it, so she can act like she didn't just do something, but she did.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even like Brownie like that.
Let's go. Come on. It's just so unnecessary. That's okay. And what's your first name, ma'am?
I don't think Brownie sent her nothing.
Gabrielle.
Yeah, I don't think people should be sending her nothing.
I feel like this is so embarrassing. It's okay, man. I'm going to get you in contact with the officers. That way we can get it taken care of properly. Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. And I just want to confirm that access is not. No. Correct. Okay. I do have that call for you. I'll get the next available survey. I'm doing my diligence. Okay, I'm trying. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you with the next minutes. Bye. Been called to send you.
Y'all notice how she sounds so exhausted on this phone? But when she gets back on live after she calls these people sounding like a victim, she's clam slamming and acting a damn donkey.
Oh, I noticed it. I don't know why. That's old as fuck. I'll play that in a minute. Y'all want to know what it is, but I don't know why. When I don't automatically go to the next recording, it's like it's saved. It plays that every time. Let's talk about it.
She got one big gift. She got one Interstellar.
A cop could give me a call, please. Okay. What is this a reference to? I'm getting harassed by this woman that's threatened me. I don't apologize by Friday.
And it's actually Aaron sending her gifts.
Billboard about me or something.
I'm sitting here watching it.
An apology?
Aaron and Gary Hawkman.
Yeah, because I told her to stop talking to me. And then she got really mad that I said
Gary
that,
Hawkman
so
has 32 followers. He's a brand new gifter. Imagine that.
I will post a billboard all over Lee County. And that was and then she gave me a deadline. Okay. And I do have to put it under an address, even though it's a telephone call. I'm muting.
Gary Hawkman. Is that another Aaron account?
Let me repeat that.
You're so cheap you can't send her nothing but a damn dolphin, dude. Yeah, I'm watching her.
Okay. And who can I tell them they'll be calling? Doing a good job. Gabrielle. Gabrielle? Yes. And your last name? Jacobson. This is over. Gabrielle, what number can they call you back at? Nope. No name that's threatening you? They do. What is that? What if it's feisty?
But y'all listen.
I'm allowing.
Hold on, y'all listen how she spells my name. Ready?
Name to be said because she said she knew her name. She said it was Feisty. Her name is Feisty, but I don't have her real legal name. Feisty. That's her account. That's what she goes by. Okay, can you spell that? Feisty. Feisty. Okay. And what account is she harassing you on? What platform? It's not funny. On hers? It's ridiculous. Is it like a Facebook? Instagram? It's TikTok. Okay. Ridiculous. No, what's going on? Is there something going on? Okay. I want to crash it down. We'll have officers give you a call back, okay? Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
When the officer arrived at her house, you heard it. She read it from the report earlier. The officer told her I was well within my right to have a billboard done if I wanted to. Remember that.
Is her holding in the house? No. Can I have an officer at 9:13? Okay.
This is the second call.
And what's going on there? Okay, so I already talked about her, but this needs to go forward further. So, long story short, there's a woman that gave me a timeline on Friday to apologize. I'm pausing this because I just want to acknowledge the fact that we are 3 calls in, and it is all about the same thing. I'm live about there's too much to talk about and things like that. And she talks about me, and so I just went and I told her to stop talking about my family and stop talking about me. And then she wants me to apologize now, and she goes, if you don't, I'm going to get a billboard and all the Lee County is going to I don't know, something about starting the government, that I'm on drugs, and that she even called the Cape Coral Police Department, and you guys approved it, that she could do this. So there's a subject harassing you and making threats to you on social media? Yeah, she said, I have a video. Should I jump in the other group and just stir for a minute? If you do not give me an apology by Friday, I'm putting a billboard. Apparently, she called the Cape Coral Police Department, and 2 officers told her that she can do it.
They also told you I could.
Who's to say that that's true? I would have no idea. I'm not an officer, so I can't answer any legal questions, but I'm going to put in a call to send an officer out to you.
We heard in the reports being read prior to these phone calls being played that the officers told her several times that I was well within my right, and she didn't like what they said, so she continued to call them to get a new officer out there. This is how desperate she was to get me in trouble for exercising my freedom of speech.
Okay, and is this a house, an apartment, or a duplex, just to confirm? They do get my recordings from this. Can you please put this as public? I mean private, please. So everything is public record. So you would have to speak with the officer to see if there's anything to do to be able to, take that off. But unfortunately, everything, all these calls are recorded. Everything is public record. Yes, ma'am. That's the important timeline.
You've already heard these sports phone?
But we do have it in to get the next step officer to you, okay? Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for holding it. Should I jump in? Let me see. What are we doing in here?
Can you see the stark difference between me calling and her calling?
I don't think I can have 2 going at the same time. I can't do that. Okay. Moving on. Focus. That's what I gotta do. Where did my save chat go? Okay. Moving on. Cape Coral Public Safety, this is Mackenzie. Oh. I didn't Mackenzie today. Okay. So this is not Gabby. This is someone else, but her information is redacted out. How are you? I've been better. Hey, listen, you got a young lady. I just want to acknowledge that we are 4 calls in, and it is still about the same thing. Cape Coral by the name of Gabrielle Jacobson that made a phone call to your sheriff's department today pertaining to me, and I would like to speak to the deputy that she spoke to. Okay, so if she called the sheriff's office, this is Cape Coral Police Department, so I'll give you the number for the sheriff's office. Look, I'm a little confused because I'm calling from Ohio. I was trying to call with Lee County because that's where she's utilizing the courthouse at. Okay. But they transferred me to you and said this is where the call comes. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought you said the sheriff's office, so that's why I'm sorry. Look, I'm not a first responder. I appreciate every one of y'all for what you do. I don't know the difference between a sheriff's office. There's no worries at all. Okay, so you said that she had called here in regards to you want to speak to an officer about it? Yeah, I don't know if she called or not. Listen, I'm going to try to make a very long story short for you. This woman thinks that she's famous on social media, and she calls you guys often about public criticism that she's receiving because of her public behavior. She's taken 3 women to court in the past several months, trying to get restraining orders on them. The judge down there has told her to knock it off, and because she can no longer go after them, now she's coming for me. And I'm not playing this game with her. Supposedly this morning, while I was working, she was claiming she was live, claiming she was on the phone with the sheriff's department because I told her I was going to utilize my constitutional right and just put a billboard up down there about her. And now she thinks I'm threatening her. I'm getting ready to launch this billboard now. And I just want to speak to the officer first. Because I'm done playing this game with her. You guys are an amazing county down there. And the amount of resources that she's wasting in that county because she thinks she's famous is absolutely ridiculous. And there needs to be a stop to this. Right. But you live in Kid Squirrel? It's not wrong. I do believe so. I don't have any identifying information other than her name is Gabrielle Jacobson. Okay, let me see if I can find her name in here if she has called today. Yes, she called. Jacobson. She called today. Okay, let me take a look. Let me find it. She will.
Now, again, the report was read before these calls were played, and the responding officer that called me back said I was well within my right to launch a billboard if I so choose to do so.
Okay, I see her. Alrighty, so I'll have the officer give you a phone call then. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see. Closed call.
Listen.
Doesn't look like anyone actually spoke to her.
They didn't even talk to her.
You know, I know you're busy, and I'm sorry to be wasting your time with social media drama. This is not what I do. I run a business on my social media platform, and in the night, you know, I make candles and things. And at night, when I'm in here working, we're bored, and we watch her public behavior, and she is so upset that people are speaking on what she's doing publicly. She's trying to violate her right to speak, ma'am. And I know this sheriff's department is tired of her. Right. Yeah. Okay. So
you heard her say yeah?
I'll give you a phone call. It's going to come from our private blocked restricted phone number. I'll put I'll put all these notes in here too, just so they have a little background about what's going on. Just bear with me. Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of people that are watching her because of her behavior, and they're calling in and getting FOIA requests and things of that nature, these voice recordings that you guys do because of the calls made. And they're playing these things for thousands and thousands of people to hear over the airwaves. So I would appreciate it if my personal phone number and information are left out of these FOIA requests. Okay. I know for a fact they're...
Now, she seems to be a little pressed that I said this in a phone call to public safety. But all I asked was for my shit to be kept out of it. My personal phone number and all the things. If what you're doing over here is not wrong, you won't care that I asked that my personal phone number and stuff is kept out of it because it's being streamed on the internet. I'm just saying.
Ma'am, because I'm literally listening to them being played in the evenings here on the internet. Right, exactly. I mean, is it the phone calls with the officers that are being played? You know how people are called, you know how she called in to file a report to the sheriff's department or police department or whatever? They're requesting those calls, and they're playing them for all the world to hear on the internet. These people think this is a game. Right. Yeah, that information would usually be redacted, so I wouldn't worry if I were you, but definitely we can have the officer do that. Okay, well, I'll wait for him to give me a call. Okay, you're welcome. It's going to come from a private block to restricted phone number, okay? Of course. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, I don't really. The only thing I want to say about that is, no, I don't feel like anybody. We're nosy bitches. Like you said, we're bored. You're bored bitches, and we're nosy bitches. So I feel like we're a combination of bored and nosy bitches. And this bitch is a shit show. And so we get the calls and listen to them, not because anyone thinks it's a joke, A joke would be making a billboard. In my personal, humble opinion, we're 4 calls in and it's all about a fucking billboard. But I think the next one's gonna have somebody. I think I'm gonna have to mute. Hold on.
Who's she recording? Whose live is she in?
I've been trying to get a hold of an officer, and no one has called me back yet. So I don't know if I should come into the department or what should I do? Okay, is there a specific officer that you're trying to reach? Well, Officer Tyler was trying to reach me, but I missed the call ahead, so I called back and no response yet. The last name is Tyler, you said? Yeah, I got an email, a voicemail saying, Officer Tyler, please call me back. Okay, give me just a second, because any of the Officer Tylers that we have, they're all first name Tyler, but none of them are working right now. That could be why you haven't heard anything back. When did you get the call? When did you get the voicemail? Today. What time today, though? Hold on. 10:02. Tyler. Yeah, they don't show. Did they leave a case number or anything? No, they didn't. So here's the thing, okay? I don't want to make a big deal out of this, but it is a big deal because the woman is threatening me, and then she's going to go and she's doing a billboard. She's talking to the sheriff and deputy about me. Okay, I spoke with you earlier. You had called in there. We put in a call for service, have an officer call you back. Okay, give me just a second. Let me see. I know exactly what you're talking about. So I'm going to find that call here really quick. Give me just a second. She needs to stop.
I'm just glad I've got it in official sheriff's department transcripts and on report that it is within my rights to move forward with said billboard. Blip wouldn't approve the billboard, but we just need to get creative so we can get it to pass the test, you know what I'm saying? But I bet we can get a billboard up down there.
Put in another call to have an officer call you back, but let me find the call again. Give me just a second here. So we're so sorry. No, you're okay. 5 calls in. I understand it happens. You miss them sometimes. And what was your first name again? It's Gabrielle. And last name is Jacob.
You have to keep all her personal information off of it.
Okay, no, you're fine. Take your time. Wait for this thing to load for me. Okay, and then your address, so I can make sure.
One of these, she's not by her phone and she doesn't stop that number from going out.
It was that tried to call you back. That must have been like Tyler. Yeah. And it now it could be sometimes if the phone cuts out, it makes it confusing. But I show that as Officer Low, but I can go ahead and put in another call here. Give me just a second. Yeah. I said Taylor. No, you said Tyler. Oh, Taylor. Is there a Dr. Taylor? I can see if we have a Taylor. She just told you, called you. She's not right in here. Oh my God, it's such a we're wasting my time, bitch. How many more we got? Okay. Quite a few. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's not this one. That's freezing. Give me just a second here. Let me just put in the address so I can just double check again. That'll make it easier. Okay, so I see something here. Yeah, from 1028 this morning. Towers. That was Officer Caitlin Towers. Yeah. But I'm going to just go ahead and put in a call to have one call you back. Okay, give me just a second here. And it could be anybody that calls you back. She was just one of the desk officers that was on duty earlier. But I'll just put it in to have another one call you back here. Give me just a second. Sounds great. And the number they can reach you back at is at the 33. He's not giving them to her, but he's also not doing anything, but she is on live right now on TikTok threatening her. So, okay. Okay, what else? If you, this is Leah. Hi, honey. I'm on social media. This woman in Florida that she's heavily medicated. She's 4 years old. She's like, poor bad. And I can't not report this. I'm like, okay, I have to apologize. It's being redacted. So if it sounds like it's cutting in and out, it's because they're probably talking about the kid and it's being redacted. Just so y'all know. And I'm trying my best to navigate. I haven't even, you think I sat here and listened to all these calls all the way through today? No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I want to cry. And she's like 16 of melatonin at 4 years old. Like, I don't know if you guys can do anything, but I'm like very, very disturbed. I do, but I just figured. Is she a Coral? She is. She's on social media and she's on TikTok and she was, so you don't know her? I do not know. You have an address. I do, yes. I'm sorry, yeah. That's okay. Just what's her name? Her name is Gabrielle Jacobson. And what's the address? Nope. Is her address on social media? She does, yeah. She's like crazy. She does all this weird stuff. Like, she's also like big on like she claims that she sniffs it. Like, she's not like, and I was just watching. I was in the garage with my husband and we were sitting our grill and I'm like, oh my god, I just cannot do this. My husband's like, just do it. And just call. I'm like, oh my god, it just fell asleep because she's getting like 16 melatonin and then walking around. He's like hitting his head like on the kitchen table. And I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But I have 2 kids. But there's no way. You know what I'm saying? It's not in 2-speed. So, like, I'm like distraught. Oh, she's in distress. Well, I don't want. Okay, let's see what I'm saying. Can I help you? Hi there. Okay, I think this is the one who automatically gives off her envelope. Right. The rip. One of those TikTok things online. They had a child that I don't know if they knew this or not or paid attention at the time, but there was like a child jumping in the puddles, like they just emptied a big giant, like one of those inflatable pools, and they had like one of those blowers for it, and the electrical cord was running through the water. So, I mean, I tried reaching out to them like on TikTok, no one's responded, so I don't know if they like need a welfare check if something happens. Was that video taken locally? Yes. I saw it on Cape Coral, and I got the people's address on here and stuff. I tried reaching out to the dad. I tried reaching out to the sister. I tried reaching out to the girl that was doing it, but like no one just responded back. So I don't know if anyone's okay. Okay. I'm just curious. How did you get their street address? I just looked it up on the web page. Okay. Give me just a moment. I just need to dispatch a fire. I'll get right back to you. It's not funny. Sure. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at the situation. It's just some of the things these people say are just crack me up. But it's not the situation itself. It's just some of them are. It's just. Hold on, wait. Can I help you? Can you repeat that? Okay. Yes, my last name is Sabo. What can I help you with? Okay, is this the Cape Coral Sheriff's Department? Cape Coral Police Department, yes. Okay, thank you very much. I'm out of state. I don't know exactly who to call to have response first, but I'm sure you've received many calls on this person. Her name is Jacobson, Gabrielle Jacobson. It might sound a little ridiculous, and I hope you don't get this call. Is this in reference to a TikTok, sir? Yes, it is. Yes, we've already investigated that. Okay, have you investigated it tonight? Not tonight. We were just out there last night. Okay, well, I have it on very good authority. I just watched on live. She was letting a 4-year-old child bathe himself. I don't understand, and this is nothing on you. Trust me, believe me. I mean you no wrong, and nobody there. If anything, I know you have to do your job the way you have to do it within your policy. However, this is a dangerous situation.
Okay, what was it that was occurring?
She was letting her 4-year-old self while she was not attending him without supervision. This 4-year-old is bathing himself. Needless to say, there's no reason a 4-year-old should himself.
It does kind of sound like Aaron.
Okay. Do you know what the address is there?
It does sound like Aaron.
I worked in notice being so far away and so unrelated to this, but I want to make sure that somebody's sane and somebody not so involved in that situation. The actual English is reporting this. It's absolutely ridiculous and unsafe. What? I'm so confused.
One moment.
But I'm a little down. I can't give any evidence other than I can direct you to YouTube pages. There's people that stream this all the time. There are much more calls I'm sure that you receive on this all the time. I'm sorry, I'm just on calls right now. It's insane.
Give me one. I'm just a welfare check call and putting some notes in there.
I do appreciate it. I mean, I have kids, and I can't believe it. Oh, Lord.
She had the live stream.
Walking her dog.
I'm sorry?
She's out walking her dog in the house right now.
Okay, and there's a camera.
Oh, there's a camera on her. Well, in the house right now.
Okay, so there's, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but there's no.
Funny thing, when this call got made, person said they were calling out of state, but when the report was filed and the deputies show up, Aaron was there while she was gone with the dog.
Live stream being alone in the house.
No, sir. I have it on good authority. That's all I can tell you. I'm just a concerned citizen, and I'll try my best. I don't want to waste you guys' time. I'm sure you're out there all the damn time, but I know I can call for a welfare check, and that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that's probably going to end up being the thing. I know you guys have policy, and you got to work within that. Everything has to go by the book, but hopefully this helps. I don't know. The bacon's killing me.
This is a recording from last night.
All right. I have a welfare check started. We're going to be going out to 905 Southeast.
Well, we're not. We're not going nowhere, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah. What was her? I'm familiar, but I don't know it all. What was her name again?
Her name is Gabrielle. He said, I'm familiar, but I don't know it all. Gabrielle. Jacobson is Jacob.
Yeah, I think I have that.
I'm sure you got a laundry list of reports on it. He sounds kind of like Aaron. I'm not saying that it's Aaron. I don't think.
Just get your information, sir.
No, we're not getting his information. We don't want to hear that.
Hey, Public Safety. My name is Amanda. How can I help you? Yeah. I'm watching a.
No. I think that's one. Hold on. Let me.
Jacobson. Okay. And she is claiming that she is being cyberbullied. And she says that she apparently has a case going with the Cape Coral Police Department. About 10 minutes ago, her husband was in the background, her fiance was in the background, yelling that he was going to permanently take care of all these people that are apparently cyberbullying them. And now I'm sitting over here having a panic attack, thinking that I'm going to do something stupid to a bunch of strangers. And they also have a 4-year-old kid in the house. Okay. So I'm calling anonymously to have some people there and do a welfare check. Because he is doing this on live. And there are people that are recording this. And it will end up on TikTok and YouTube for people to be able to see.
Lord, I hope whoever this is on this phone call right now ain't in this room because I'm finna hurt your feelings. You're one of the reasons why they ain't taking none of us seriously. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? Literally.
You was
I can
right
give
about that.
Hold on 1 second. I have a pull up on my phone. Can you give me 1 moment, please? Just your phone. Thank you.
I don't know how they did it either.
Okay, the address. Cape Coral, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. And the 905.
We're not very.
Gabriel.
Sorry, y'all.
And his name is Aaron Bradley. And he was the one that said he was going to make sure that he would take care of everybody permanently. And that is a direct threat to everybody who is watching that live.
Yeah, I'm getting bored too. But I think that this is
and now they have people going after people, sending people dirty messages saying they're going to do this, and that.
It's the last one.
And I don't want to see anything to control. I'm like literally having a panic attack right now. Okay, so currently, what forum is she on? She is on TikTok.
Yes.
Is she on TikTok Live? Yes, and she is on.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're trying to make it look like she's being harassed.
Because she has a case with the Cape Coral Police Department. Was she talking about cyberbullying when he said this? Yeah. I don't know, apparently somebody sent him a message or something, and he said he was going to take care of everybody permanently.
Okay, but the whole thing...
And sadly, there's people out there that...
Hear me out.
Record her and they put it up on YouTube.
I wanted to hear more. Okay, I think I'm
for other people to be able to see.
I'll post all these.
She yelled at him.
She ain't got no good case on me, baby.
This is Gabby. Hi, can I just make an anonymous phone call, please? Okay. I was just watching a young woman who lives in Cape Coral, Florida. And it seems that she's getting bullied online. And she started talking about people being bullied and why they're not here no more. And she was in a deep... Oh my God, I'm like panicking right now. She was...
I think we heard this one already. Did we?
Like... She really was losing her mind.
No.
Yeah, I do. What happened is she said she wasn't going to do it, but she said no,
I've heard okay.
Why people would, and then she disconnected her live.
You're okay.
Okay, bitch. Okay.
You're okay.
We're done. Okay. I just thought I wanted to make sure I played them all, but I'm not listening to that bitch again either.
Y'all calm down in the chat.
That's all I got to say. It's been over an hour. I've been playing these fucking stupid calls. I hope to hear more of Gabby, like, crashing out, but it's not my fault, you know. The cards fall where they're gonna fucking fall. It's not my fault that it was more people calling for welfare checks and stuff. But I just, for the record, I do think some of this, I mean, I do, bitch, I'm not about to play devil's advocate for bitch. I want to play devil's advocate for, but I'm just saying some things, you guys. What are y'all doing? Like,
all right, y'all. There's the FOIA calls. And there they go. Gabriella calls the police for everything. She called Cape Coral 5 times because I said I was going to do a billboard. I only called 1 time. You see that there? You see that? She has all those Foyas over there. She played one of Feisty. One. I'm just saying. But anyways, I want to go figure out dinner, and we'll be back later. It's craziness. It's craziness. Love you guys.